Asians are nice.
Nice in general,
Asians
yeah.
are nice. Oh, are you Catholic?
Yes, I am. That's why
I
I'm
see.
thinking, kamusta ka?
Muskata.
Kamusta ka?
Kamuskata.
Love my stay in Japan.
Yeah.
I've been there for like 6 times already.
Oh, if you listen to names that sound Spanish in Asia, that's the Philippines.
Yes.
Just for ballers. Just for ballers. Na 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 na. Just for ballers.
My name is NASSY.
I'm Eve. I'm from the Philippines.
From the Philippines.
Yes.
Which part of the Philippines?
I'm originally from Bulacan, but it's somewhere in Luzon. But,
Bulacan.
Yeah, Bulacan.
Bulacan.
Yeah, I can do it like Bulacan.
Really?
Yeah.
I was in the Philippines in 2017. The capital?
That's Manila.
Yeah, Manila.
How did you find the experience in Manila?
Beautiful country.
Yes.
The people are really amazing,
Nice.
so
Super
friendly.
nice. And I think we have the record for being the most hospitable citizen in any countries. I think
Really?
so.
I think so too. I think so too. The people from the Philippines are truly amazing.
Yes, I can agree.
I've met Filipinos in different
Filipinos
countries.
are everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. I've met them in Dubai, China. I've met them almost everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally everywhere.
Beautiful souls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what inspired you to visit Hanoi?
Vietnam. I'm actually with my 2 friends. They're waiting in Ban Mi Mami.
Oh!
And visiting Vietnam is actually one of my dreams because I heard that this country is very rich in terms of, you know, the culture,
The culture.
the
yeah?
food, especially the food.
Oh.
And the people, I heard they're very nice. And, you know,
That's
this is,
right.
Actually, this is very near to my country, the Philippines.
That's true.
Which is very accessible
Yeah.
as well. So, yeah, that's what made me come here. The culture, the food, and
The culture, the food.
the people.
So have you tried any local food?
I've tried so many food here. The first I tried the pho. They call it pho, and then
Pho is so
right now
popular.
we're trying the banh mi
Banh mi,
and bun cha.
bun cha,
We also tried their local drinks called che.
cha.
Cha, is it che or cha?
I think cha is tea.
It's made of several fruits, and then mixing
Oh.
it, and you know you drink it.
Cha?
Is it?
I should check that out. I don't know about this.
It's in the streets. Yeah, you should check
You
it.
know, when you talk with people, you understand a lot. You learn a lot.
Yes, you learn a
I
lot
should
based
try
on
this.
their experiences.
Yeah.
I think.
Have you tried any local beer?
Local what? Sorry,
Local beer, draft beer,
I'm not familiar with it.
beer like
A beer.
beer.
Yeah, we drank last night actually.
Woo!
There's a street near the train station. You know the area
Yeah,
where
I know
they
the
have
train station.
this lane for coffee shop, and then on the other street
Yeah.
there's a lane for beer.
Yeah.
for drinks.
For beer
Yeah,
and
we
drinks.
drank there last night called Puku in a bar called Puku.
Puku.
The drink is very
yeah.
nice. You know, they have their specialty. They called it Puku mixture, Jaeger mixture. It's
Oh,
really nice. Yeah. And
amazing.
if you really want to try something authentic in Vietnam, I think you should visit Sapa because there's a
Sapa.
village, they call it Cat Cat Village.
La.
Cat Cat Village in Sapa.
Oh, cat.
They make
I've
make rice wine and they make us try it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
They made us
should.
try that one. It's
I have
really
cat actually on my bucket list.
it's really hard. It gives a sting in your throat
In your
when you
throat,
when
yeah.
you drink it.
It's
yeah.
special.
Yeah. Because they made it themselves. So yeah.
It's natural.
It's more like an experience more than anything.
Oh, that's cool. And what's the most surprising thing you've noticed so far about Vietnam?
The most surprising thing I've noticed here in Vietnam is the amount of tourists.
The amount of tourists. So
Yeah,
many.
because I know Vietnam is a beautiful country, but I did not expect a tourist number like this.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I think tourists is dominating the country.
The locals, yeah.
The locals.
The tourists are
Yeah.
taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking over.
Everywhere, especially
Yeah.
around the touristic zones, you find more tourists than locals.
Yes, I agree with that.
More tourists than
More
locals.
tourists than locals.
Have you been to other countries?
Yes, I've been to Japan
Oh,
and I've been to Taiwan.
you've been to Japan and you've been to Taiwan.
Yes, and then here in Vietnam.
So this is the third country.
Yes.
Oh, so what is your experience like in Japan and Taiwan? And let's start with Japan.
Japan, for me, I couldn't say that it's, you know, better than here because I really love my stay in Japan.
Yeah.
I've been there for like 6 times already.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
Actually, that's my favorite country, Japan. So,
Oh.
yeah, and my experience there is, you know, very nice. And the
Yeah.
food, the people, same as here in Vietnam. They are very nice. I think Asians are really nice in general.
Asians are nice.
Nice in general,
Asians
yeah.
are nice in general. I've heard this from so many people.
Yes,
You know?
I couldn't agree less. So yeah, I think people in Asia
And
are
me
really nice.
interacting with so many Asians, I always tell people, like, if you want to meet humble people, the most humble people
I
in this
think
world
it's our
are Asians.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for that.
Yeah.
And my experience in Taiwan, the same as my experience in Japan. However, in terms of comparing the food, I think Japan is way better than Taiwan for me in terms of food.
In terms of
Maybe
food.
it's just my preference because I don't really
Yeah.
enjoy eating Chinese food.
Okay.
You know, because I like the food in Japan better. But here in
Okay.
Vietnam, the food is also good.
Yeah, the food, the Japanese.
Yes, it's very tasteful.
Yeah, it's very
I
tasteful.
love the fruits here in Vietnam, is most especially. The fruits are very sweet. You
Yeah,
know.
more natural.
Yes, natural.
Yeah, natural fruits. Woo! So cool. Have you picked up any local phrases?
Yes. Chabo doi.
Chabo doi.
It means good evening.
Good evening.
And
Oh,
come on means
come on.
thank you.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
think everyone knows this.
Chaboy doi. That's what I learned first.
Chabo doi.
Yeah, it means good,
Good evening.
Yeah.
Oh, I learned something today. Chabo
And come
doi.
on, it means thank you.
It means thank you. I know come on. And I know
You can teach me some.
Xin chao.
Xin chao?
Xin chao.
What does it
hello.
mean? Oh, hello.
Yeah, xin chao. Hello.
Xin chao.
How do you say hello in
We say it in English as well, but
Okay.
when we ask how are you, we say
yeah, I know
kumusta.
Filipinos speak English smoothly.
Yes.
They are good with English.
We say hello as well in Filipino, but when we ask how are you, how have you been, we ask kamusta ka.
Okay. How many languages are there in Philippines?
I'm not really sure, but we have several dialects.
Several
We have Cebuano,
Cebuano.
Pampangueño, Tagalog, of course, we have it, and then Chabacano. We have several dialects in the Philippines.
Wow. And
But mostly, most Filipino, I could say that we speak good English.
yeah, I can testify. Yeah.
Thank you.
And about food in the Philippines, what can you tell me about the food?
The food in the Philippines, it's good, I think, because, you know, we have very unique food.
Yeah.
You know, you should try, when you go to the Philippines again, you should try balot if you haven't tried it.
Balut?
Yes.
Oh, balut.
Yes.
I've tried the Vietnamese balut.
Oh, I haven't.
I've tried the
Maybe I
Vietnamese
should.
balut. Yeah, balut I think it's so popular in Vietnam and the Philippines.
Yeah, I think because the food is almost the same here.
Yeah.
But in Vietnam, I noticed that they
Yeah,
use
I think-
most rice noodles than rice itself.
Rice
yeah.
noodles.
Than rice. Because in
Than
the
rice,
Philippines,
yeah.
we use rice all the time.
Yeah.
We eat rice in morning, lunch, and in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Even in snacks, we eat rice.
Oh, good.
So
I think rice is
Philippines is a rice-loving country.
I think Asia as a whole.
Yes, I think so. But here in Vietnam, I noticed that they prefer noodles more than
Noodles,
rice.
yeah.
Yes.
Just like China, there's a lot of
Yes.
noodles in China.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had any funny or awkward moments?
Funny, awkward moments. Yeah, we have because
Interesting moments.
just
Yeah.
yesterday we were in line. I think it's more of the language barrier. We were in line for this food,
Yeah.
and then we thought that the food will be served to us. We will have to wait for the food.
Yeah.
But the waiters told us that we can go to our table and then they can just serve us the food. But we've been standing there
you've
for
been
like
standing there for
10 minutes already, and then because there are no signs, you know. So that's what I thought, that it's maybe just, you know, the language barrier, because we didn't understand what they said.
And that brings me to the question: how do you deal with the language barrier?
Yeah, we try to use Google Translate.
Okay.
And then it's good that most Vietnamese as well
Speak
speak
basic English.
And then if they don't understand, we just kind of pull up our phones,
yeah.
and then, you know, Google
Translate.
Translate, and then it's good to go.
That's cool. Have you made any friends on the trip?
Friends, yeah, especially in Sapa, because the people in Sapa, you know, they're very kind, you know,
Kind,
and
friendly.
friendly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in Hanoi, not yet.
Okay. How much time did you spend in Sapa?
In Sapa, we have 4 days there, and then we spend 3 days in Halong Bay, and here
Oh,
3
you've
days.
been to Halong Bay.
Yes, we went to a
That's
cruise.
cool.
We went to Sapa, then Halong Bay, and then here.
Do you intend to go to visit other places?
No, because we're gonna be leaving tomorrow.
Oh.
But we plan to come back to visit the other parts of Vietnam, like the Da Nang, the Hoi
Hoi An.
and then
Hoi An.
the what's this place again? Hoi An Danang and
Ho Chi Minh?
Ho Chi Minh. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We
That's
plan to
cool.
visit again.
It's amazing to know that that you plan to come back.
Yes,
which
probably.
means you did enjoy your.
Yes, we really enjoyed
the
our
first part of your
trip here.
What's the most visited spot you would recommend to anyone? I mean, worldwide.
Worldwide?
I haven't been to Japan, Thailand, and now Vietnam. And then also include the Philippines.
I could suggest that because I know Philippines more than any country.
Yeah.
In the Philippines, you can visit, the beaches in Palawan, in Boracay, and in Cebu.
Boracay?
Yes.
Boracay, okay.
We have the most beautiful beaches in the world. Yeah.
I've heard of this.
Yes, because that's true. We have the
you have
most
so many
beautiful
islands,
Yeah.
so many, yeah.
You remember I told you we went to a cruise trip to Halong Bay?
Yeah.
And not to compare it, but the water in our sea is bluer.
Yes. Yeah.
Here the water in the sea is greenish,
Greenish,
and
yeah.
we just kind of compare it to our sea, which is green,
More
which is
blue.
blue.
Yeah.
Which is more natural than
How do you say hello in Philippines?
We say hello as well in the Philippines, but when we want to ask how are you or how have you been, we usually ask kamusta ka?
Muskata.
Kamusta ka?
Kamuskata.
Kamusta ka? It's from a Spanish word kamusta, means how are you? Yeah.
You know, I was just watching someone today said if you listen to names that sound Spanish in Asia, that's the Philippines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because we have very close culture with the Spanish because they have occupied the Philippines for many years.
For many years.
Yeah.
And that brings me to your name.
My name is Eve.
Eve.
Yeah, like Adam and
What's
Eve.
your Spanish name?
I don't have one, but because my friends just call me Eve.
Eve.
Yeah.
That sounds like an English name.
Yes, that's an English name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Eve, it was nice. Oh, are you Catholic?
Yes, I am. That's why I'm
I
taking
see
pictures.
why you came to.
I actually took pictures for my mom because my mom would love to see me visit a church in the country that I am visiting.
That's cool. This is a replica of Notre Dame de Paris.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that. Thank you for that information.
This church was built as a replica of Notre Dame de Paris. So if you ever go to Paris someday and you visit Notre Dame, you'll see something like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have something to compare it with.
The stained glass windows, the design.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, it was nice.
Thank you. I forgot to ask your name.
My name is NASSY.
NASSY.
Yeah.
They are my two friends.
Oh.
Bian and Brian.
Oh, amazing. Greetings, bro. Okay.
Okay.
You enjoy the rest of the trip.
Thank you
said
so
you're
much.
leaving soon, which means next time when you come back, you should have as much fun as you can.
Of course, we will.
Yeah. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And thank you so much.
Thank you as well.
Thank
I
you
have
so
learned
much.
so many things. Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless the monster, cross the blockbuster, keep coming back. Baller #1 in the house, so we balling now. This I the life that I chose, and I'm living it, Welcome.